Yeah, but I mean videoing at our actual site. We're asking you not to video our private site. Because obviously if we come to your house or something and we videoed you in your garden, then that's obviously, you're not going to want that, are you? Where you're standing now, the whole site is a private site.
Yeah.
So obviously you're not allowed on this site unless you've got business here. We're asking him, we don't want him to film.
Yeah, but you've just heard what he said, I can do it.
Yeah, but he doesn't own our site though.
Well, you've called him for a reason.
No, I don't agree.
Well, you think you've got some authority on this path?
We've got authority on this whole site.
No, you ain't.
We have.
No, you ain't.
We have.
You've got authority behind that fence.
So you're not allowed to fly within 500 metres of an industrial estate?
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How sure are you?
I'm pretty sure.
Do you want me to show you the weight?
Yeah, it doesn't matter about the weight. It's about...
Do you want to check? So welcome back to the channel, guys. Today we are here in London, an E3 postcode, and we've come to take a look at Bywaters recycling. The vehicle just arrived there, stopped on the weighbridge. Barriers are now coming down. Motorcycle delivery just pulling up.
What we done? Are you the news of the world? What's happening, mate? Is there anything?
I'm not sure yet. I've only just started, but if I see you, I'll let you know before it gets published.
So who are you doing this for then?
What I do the video,
Right.
and then put it online to earn a bit of money.
Oh, right, okay.
That's all. But if I see you, that's incriminating, I'll let you know, gives you the heads up.
Well, you shouldn't. It's just what you're doing, that's all. You know what I mean?
told
So,
you, yeah.
So you're doing around the whole estate, are you?
Only selected
right.
places. But all I'll do, I'll stay outside, I'll stay out of the way, I'll fly the drone over, just get a shot of the places I can't see from here, stick it online, and let everybody see. It's a fantastic place, so
All right.
I don't think you've got anything to hide.
No, we haven't got nothing to hide. We just like to know what's going on.
Just he's wanted in a few countries, so we have to just be careful.
And he's a wanker, so don't worry about it.
He's going to enjoy his food, mate. Take care. Yeah, the vehicles are quite new, look. The 73 plate, I suppose being by, yeah, there it is, falls. That symbol, I've heard of that. So being so close to the centre of London has a certain standard you have to have on your vehicles, else you can't get very, very close to the centre apparently. My guy there, he's taking off bits of metal probably, giving it an extra sort so they can maximise their return on the recycling. Yeah, the weighbridge just seems to be on the way out and not on the way in. Once again, these line bikes being used. So this enforces the fact that we're definitely in a public place, public highway. They're not actually able to dock on private land. So public must always have access to them. Now, what signs do we have then? Well, outside we've got this one here. The address, the Environment Agency permit number. That must be a legal requirement to display that. They've got a 5 mile/h speed limit on site, and that is very, very large, and they've got no pedestrian access. So if you do need to make an inquiry, you just do it at the gatehouse just here. And do they have a defibrillator? What's that? Oh no, a drain cover in case of spillages. Oh, we've got somebody approaching now, look. Oh, there is a weighbridge in there. Entrance via the weighbridge. And we've also got some bales. Looks to be
Hello,
paper.
mate. Can I just ask you, what is it you're filming for?
Just a social media video, nothing to worry about.
Is this the one I keep seeing on Facebook at the moment, where you turn up at places and video and do aerial shots? And
I'm not sure what you've seen.
okay, so what are you're sending up a drone as well?
Yeah, hoping to, yeah.
Okay, what so you want to film our site?
Yes.
Okay, are you do you have to have permission for this? Have you got permission for this?
To do the drone?
Yeah.
Well, as long as you're not near an airport, it's normally okay.
Yeah, but I mean videoing at our actual site, we don't want you videoing what's actually on our site.
You don't want it?
No.
Why is that?
Well, why would we? If we wanted it done, we'd get someone else to do it.
But you'd have to pay on there, wouldn't you?
Yeah, but you're going to send this to us then?
Yeah, if you want it.
Yeah, but other than that, if we don't want it, we don't want you filming on here either.
Well, if you don't want it done, just don't pay anyone to do it.
Yeah, but then we don't want you to do it either.
Right. Okay.
So that's what we're asking. So obviously, so if we're asking you not to do it, so are you still going to do it?
Yeah.
Why is that?
For money. I'll put it onto like YouTube and, as you say, Facebook, and
Yeah.
that pays me money.
Right, but then you are videoing a private site.
Yeah.
So we're asking you not to video our private site. Because obviously if we come to your house or something and we videoed you in your garden, then that's obviously, you're not going to want that, are you?
What if my kids were like playing in the paddling pool or something?
That's what I mean, you wouldn't want them to be, you wouldn't want...
Only for that reason, or say like if my missus was someday in topless.
No,
like
I
that.
completely understand, but then...
What's the reason? Because I've given you 2 examples of why
Yeah.
I wouldn't want you to film my garden.
Yeah, because...
Could you give me an example?
Because this is a private site.
So
and
it's my house.
But we might not want you putting anything on YouTube that we might want to see any of our competitors. See.
Right, so you don't want me to see something that your competitor could use?
Yeah.
So you're doing something unique here, are you?
We're a waste management company, but we do what we do. We don't. Why do we have to explain that to you or let other people know? If we want them to know, then we can discuss it with them if they want to come and see it. But
I'm just trying to understand your point of view. Are you doing something here that others want to know about and want to copy? Maybe is that what you're saying?
could that possibly be the point? Yeah.
But if you say it is the point, if you are doing something here that's unique,
yeah,
then maybe I can understand. Are you saying that is the case?
There may be.
No, not maybe.
No.
Is it or not?
I don't know the full details of everything we
So
do on this
let's
site.
throw that point away. Have you got an example?
If I speak to the managing directors, they might say, "Oh no, there is something on this site that we're doing." So I've been asked.
But it's all might, maybe.
Yeah, but mights and maybe still doesn't cover that, does it? So it's not acceptable because there might be something that I don't know of that we don't want you doing.
So if you don't know of a reason that I shouldn't be doing it, why are you so against it? Because you don't know.
No, you're right, but the managing director is not here at the moment, so he can't give us the exact reason. He can't. He's not here to explain to you if there is reasons. So I'm just being asked to come and speak to you to see why you are standing here videoing everything on our site at the moment.
Anything that I find interesting, my plan is to just catch it on video, add all those video clips together with a little bit of commentary. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, wow, look at that. You know, I can see the weighbridge on the way out. At first, I couldn't see the weighbridge on the way in, but now I know the weighbridge is actually inside the building.
Yeah.
So,
but you're doing this. Obviously, I'm trying to get an understanding of why you're doing it as well. So you're doing it because you want to upload it on YouTube.
Just like a vlog, you know. Oh, look at that. Just comment on things that I find interesting.
Yeah, but then if we
upload it, make money.
But then isn't that for us to do instead of you doing?
No, when you do it, you're doing it with a sales head on. You know, wow, look at this, what we can do. Like, you know, promoting yourself. Me, I'm just my experience of what I've seen today. That's all.
Yeah, well, I need to speak to my managing directors first to see whether they're happy for that doing it, or there might be something on this site that they don't want other people seeing, because that's why we've got a fence around, that's why we've got security, because, you know, that there are certain reasons. So I need to speak to my managing directors to see if this is acceptable for you to do.
But you've just said they're not here.
But I can call them on the phone.
Oh, right, okay.
So
okay.
If I speak to them on the phone.
Do you know how you say, like, there's a fence here?
Yeah.
It's see-through, isn't it?
It is, but not everywhere, because there's bushes and that. So you can't see behind this bit.
Okay.
So you can't. So there are certain bits you can't
possibly
see behind.
The sections of fence that's hidden.
Yeah.
You're saying there might be something behind that your competitors could see, which
possibly.
will do you a disadvantage to your business.
Yes, and if you're showing it off, then we might not want to see.
If you tell me where they are, I'll blur them out the video.
But that's why I'll have to speak to my managing directors to actually do that.
That's me trying to work with you.
Yeah.
That's all I can do, really.
But then I don't see why it's right for you to be able to film someone's site without our permission to actually film our site, because obviously this is our private site, like it is your private house. We wouldn't come and film over in your garden.
Right. If you don't want to film in my garden, great. But I do want to film this site for the reasons I've explained. I know you might not like it, you might not want it.
Obviously you've done your research, because obviously you're going to tell me that you're perfectly legal to actually do this.
Am I?
But no, that's what I'm asking you. So are you perfectly legal to film our site?
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, you believe so. So a minute ago I was saying I believe, so you don't know. So a minute ago you said to me that I believe, or there might be. You're saying you believe so. So is it or is it not illegal for you to film?
I'm no lawyer. I'm no lawyer. All I'm thinking of, do you know when the Google streetcar went by?
Yeah.
With his camera?
Yeah.
Did he film it?
He films this bit, but you can't see past it, all this, can he?
Shall we check? And then we can see some real life examples of comparison, really, can't we? So let's
No, because the Google car isn't going to see all of this bit and all these bits here and everything else that's going on. If you're sending a drone up, how do we know that obviously you're not looking into the offices through the windows?
Well, that's a similar view that my drone will see, what Google Plane saw. We can see the street view.
So in that case, why do you need to do it if it's already on Google, if it's already on like Google Maps and that? Why do you need to do it? Why is
copyright? And do you know when I put my own video on, I own the copyright to my footage.
Right. Okay.
Nobody else can really use that and make money off it apart from me.
Yeah.
Google have their own.
Right. Okay. Well, if you give me a couple of minutes before you do anything, then I need to actually find out.
Oh, I only do 20 minutes per site, so I'll just carry on. But if you want to talk, in the meantime, I'll just pause.
I'd appreciate that.
Yeah. I don't make the videos too long, you know. Do you do all sorts of recycling here then?
Yeah, we do, yeah. Sorry, bear with me 1 second because I just need to... Give me 1 second, I need to find... I've got his other mobile.
So, according to their website, Bywaters is leading the way as the UK's most sustainable waste management company, helping businesses from all sectors reduce emissions and increase recycling rates. Bywaters is a family-owned company with a history providing waste management services in London for over 70 years. During this time, we've learned what works and what doesn't in terms of improving customer sustainability, and we draw on all our experience to provide efficient solutions for every contract we take on, from a single CAF to a multinational business. The best thing about Bywaters is the people who work with us. Delivering our services to thousands of businesses across the UK takes strong commitment and teamwork from our dedicated staff. From our drivers ensuring that all waste is collected efficiently and on time, to the green team advising customers on sustainability improvements, and our customer services team who ensures any issues are resolved as soon as they are reported. We'd be nothing without our staff. And that's who we've been talking to just there. The staff here at Bywaters, who have the company's best interests at heart. Would not like anything to be done that the director isn't happy with, so credit to him. And although it's not seen, I mean, at the start there we had a comparison to one of these Facebook guys, you know. I suspected a little bit of a dislike to the video at that point, so I don't know what you think of when he said that. And his behaviour since has sort of discouraged it. So although he's seen it before, I have a feeling that he is not a fan of it. Now he's on the phone up there, talking to, well, trying to talk to his boss. The heart of our operations is our state-of-art solar-powered materials recovery facility. Wow, in Bow, so it's solar-powered. Come on. That's fantastic. You should be shouting about that. This facility processes and sorts hundreds of thousands of tons of waste a year for recycling, diverting waste from landfills and making London more sustainable. Bywaters also has another East London facility on Gateway Road, which specialises in sorting construction waste. Okay, so solar powered. Sorry?
I'll be with you in 1 minute. I've been put through to someone else, so give me 1 minute.
Yeah, no problem. Just reading a bit off the website. Partners. Bywaters is proud to provide sustainable waste management services for some of London's most iconic landmarks and institutions. We can serve every business from small shops to skyscrapers. And on their X account, 14th of July 2022, we're proud to announce the arrival of our very own electric dust car with its cutting edge technology and sustainable design. But it's taking quite a long time now, and he is struggling to get the right person on the phone. Look. Here he comes. This vehicle, it's just had its weight taken, and now he's reversing back onto site. Bang outside of the business, we've got the 323 Mile End Stagecoach service, dropping members of the public off, or staff off, just reinforcing the fact that it's definitely a public place. And look, he is still on the phone. So we're not going to hang about too long. Now we're going to get the drone up very, very shortly.
Sorry mate, can I take your name please?
They call me DJ.
They call him DJ.
What's your name?
Brian. Because the whole of this site, even not up here, the whole thing's a private site.
Okay.
Sorry, say again?
Private site with bus routes, line bikes, no restrictions. Basically, a privately maintained public highway.
So again, we have asked you not to film on here, and this, where you're standing now, the whole site is a private site.
Yeah.
So obviously you're not allowed on this site unless you've got business here.
I'm not sure about that.
What do you mean?
Just not sure about what you just said, that's all.
Well, the whole site is a private site. It's privately owned. This isn't the public highway. This is a private site.
I'm listening.
Yeah, but I'd finished. That's why.
Yeah. I disagree.
You disagree that it's a whole private site?
No, I agree it's privately maintained.
Yeah.
It's still a public highway.
I'm not sure it is actually a public highway, because to get on and off here, to get on and off here, it's a private site. So.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. For vehicles, I agree.
For vehicles.
That's the security.
I'm trying to explain to him that this whole site's a private site, and he's saying that it's not. And he's saying that it's not only for vehicles. But we're asking him not to film our site. He wants to send a drone up to video our site.
Right. I'm assuming a social auditor.
Social media, I've told you, haven't I?
Yeah.
Right. So this is a private site. So if you need initially to film inside, you can.
Film where? Sorry.
If you need to film on site, you can. But if you are if you still insist on what you want to film, we're going on camera. Please don't go into their premises.
All right.
Because that's their premises.
Okay.
You still on the sidewalk, and do what you have to do. But you'll be watched on the camera.
Yeah.
And you'll be we'll take those on our way. Okay.
What's that last bit again?
You will be watching what you're doing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know what you have to do.
Okay.
So you do, because you told us.
Yeah, I just told you I'm making a social media video, if that's all.
Yeah. So.
But we're asking him. We don't want him to film.
Yeah, but you've just heard what he said. I can do it.
Yeah, but he doesn't own our site though.
Well, you've called him for a reason.
Yeah, no, we've called him because they're the security for
Unfortunately,
this whole site.
he is not going to ask me to leave. It's just said.
Yeah.
They have the authority out here on this path.
Yeah.
You have the authority in there behind your fence.
So if we've got the authority in there, we're asking you not to film.
I'm not in there. I'm out here filming.
But you're filming from out. You're filming the premises, and you say you want to send a drone up to film in our site.
Yes, I'll be higher than the roof.
Yeah.
So my drone will be higher than the roof, so I don't hit the building, and I'll be looking down, filming. Yes.
Yeah, but we're asking you not to. We don't.
I know
want you to film what we've got inside.
I know you don't.
Yeah.
You've called security for clarification, for backup. He's just confirmed, like I confirmed to you earlier,
Yeah.
that I'm allowed to do it. Google have done it themselves
Yeah.
and published it. If they're allowed, anyone's allowed.
I see that, but I don't know how Google works about it. I don't know if they
Well, I do.
have rights or stuff like that. Yeah, you might do, because obviously you've done
So
all
just
your research.
respect that, my friend. Respect
no,
that. We've had a discussion. You know it's innocent.
But I don't know, because as I said, I'm not a lawyer. Like you told me a minute ago, you're not a lawyer, so I don't know, because I'm not a lawyer. So
And
I don't.
you've
but
called a
the-
professional for
no,
help.
This gentleman here works at the school. He's not a professional.
Well, why have
lawyer
you
or
called him
anything
then?
like that.
You've called him for advice and he's given you his advice.
No, but
Two people
he
now.
hasn't, because I haven't spoke to him properly
Go on then.
about exactly what he is doing.
In your own time.
What, and everyone? Has he been doing this on everyone before?
Because it's part of the public country decided.
Yeah. Even though this fits private.
Right, can I speak to him privately, please, if you don't mind?
In there, private. Out here's public. Just take him in there. It's only a few steps.
I'll just take him out.
Yeah, no problem. I presume this 40-foot container is full of waste as well. Or is it empty? Yeah, because it's not got a seal on it. Is it empty? Is that empty, my friend? Yeah. Empty. So this one's empty.
If you don't mind, if you're doing that fine, but please don't.
I'm just crossing, that's all.
Because there's cars coming in and out.
Yeah, no
It's
problem.
about the safety. So if you're doing, please do on this side, not in the
Yeah, I'm
driver,
just
all right?
crossing. Do you know why I was crossing? I'm just asking the driver whether it was empty. So this container's arriving empty and they're going to export the waste.
Right, so
It's interesting stuff for the video, you know?
right, that's fine.
That's the reason that I crossed the road,
my
just to
main
talk to
concern-
the driver, that's
yeah,
all.
my main concern is that please don't go in the drive, because there's vehicles coming in and
Oh,
out.
you're allowed?
For health
You're allowed
and
to
sa-
cross?
For health and safety, yeah, to cross.
That's what I'm doing.
But don't stand in there, again, for health and safety reasons.
Yeah,
You
the
should-
traffic
you
had
should know
stopped at that point.
this. Yeah?
Just
So-
talking to the driver about whether it's empty or not, that's all.
Sorry, do you mind? I'm trying to have
You
a
told me I could walk along here.
Yeah, but
Like I said to you, if you want a private conversation, if you want a private conversation, that's your private gate and your private site. Just walk in there, have your private conversation.
You're being aggravating and
No,
intimidating
I'm
us,
just
'cause we're
walking, that's
talking,
all.
but you know that you're
Just
walking more
walking.
because your camera's
Just
on. and
walking,
you
that's
want
all.
to- Okay, we'll this way.
If you want to have your conversation.
So if we walk this way, you're going to walk that way?
No, not at all.
Yeah, so we have a sort on
I presume it's not going to go anywhere, so I'm going to proceed with the video now. Thank you for the time, guys. So, no more talking. Time to get the drone up. They want to have a private conversation in public, and they want to get in my way whilst I'm talking to a driver. So no more talking here. The time has come to get David up and see what Bywaters looks like from above. As always, we've checked on drone assist. There are no flight restrictions in the area at all. Just trying to talk to the driver to see if the container was empty, and we get that. I don't know. Bywaters. Let's have a look at you then, shall we? So there we are on the pavement. The one who called security with the hope that he would chuck me off right just there. Up at 43 meters behind the fence that you cannot see through, we have all this. Lots of plastic in the corner, but then in the individual bins we have all the sorted waste, which is obviously perfect for recycling, for them to send it onwards and make some money. That's all the solar panels. We did read about the state-of-the-art solar panel powered operation, sorting operation inside. If I can find any images of that, I'll include them just here. The queuing on the main road now, causing an obstruction to the highway. Let's see if that van wants to turn this way on what he has to do because of this business being slow to let vehicles in. There's no way of him overtaking, so he just has to wait. Not very good, is it? Oh, he doesn't feel like waiting. No, he's not going to wait. Oh, is that recycling truck reversing as well? It rolled back, did you see that? All these risks that happen on a daily basis just because this business is slow to let people on site. All these empty bins, they obviously provide a bin service as well. All the different sizes, look, from households to the largest of skyscrapers, I think they said on their website. Car parking wise, yeah, ample, plenty. And they are located here, quite central.
Right there.
1 second, just flying.
Yeah, you're flying over our site.
They're just busy at the minute. I'll be with you in a sec. Have you ever seen it from above? Your site with that sort of backdrop? Did you realise you were that close to it?
Is that... Are you just filming our site? Or
Yes, just your site, Bywaters. This video is dedicated to Bywaters business. I've read about your state-of-the-art solar-powered sorting facility inside.
Yeah.
I've read quite a lot about the company and I've got a real good feel for it, of how professional you are and how good you are, really. The website says fantastic things, but I find by coming here in person and capturing real life footage,
What are you going to do with the video?
I'm going to post it and make some money online, because when I go around industrial estates finding interesting places like this, my audience, my viewers, they like to see. They don't get to see stuff like this every day. Bit of a reality TV sort of
I'm not
real
sure
life.
my owners would want their premises.
Are you not proud of what you're doing here?
Obviously, we're a family-run business. We are proud,
Yeah,
but
there you go. I'm on board with you.
we might. I'm not the owner, but I don't think the owners would be happy of a video going online without their consent. That's
Okay,
all.
that's noted. That's noted.
Without their consent.
Yeah, that's noted. So they might not want, might not consent. They don't want no involvement. That's fine. I'm not asking for it. We'll stay separate.
Yeah,
If they were happy, they'd say, "Come on, I'll show you the state-of-the-art solar
But
sorting
you're-
facility."
but
But if they don't want to, that's fine.
You're on private property.
No, I'm not.
This is private property, private land.
But this gentleman's just told him it's private property, but he's saying he's allowed to walk here.
You witnessed him saying,
Yeah.
He has got no objection to me standing
No,
here. Hold on,
he
let me
hasn't.
finish. Don't be rude. You called security for advice. His
Sorry, I
word.
wasn't being rude, but there's no need for you to say
Okay,
me
you're butting
being
in again.
Because I'm also saying, one thing I'd like to say is I don't want my face being shown on your Facebook channel. So
Okay.
can you make sure that's blurred out as well, please?
Your request has been noted.
Yeah.
That's all I'm going to say at this stage, okay? I
So-
can't guarantee, because by you stopping a drone flyer, trying to stop a drone flyer, insisting that this is private property, I'm not allowed, insisting, when I've told you, I've even given you a real life comparison of the Google streetcar that's took the same image. So I'm trying to be reasonable, you're trying your best to stop it. No, hold on, I'm not finished. This is a lawful activity, and it might be in the public interest for me to publish your behaviour so that other drone flyers haven't got to put up with it in the future. If you promise not to do that again, I'll consider that'll put more weight to me not publishing you.
Yeah.
So are you going to leave me alone and let me do it?
As you said, you're not a lawyer, and we're not lawyers either.
Well, I've tried my best. I've tried my best with you.
But as I said,
Have I got your reassurance?
We don't know our legal rights, just like but about what you can and can't do, because we're not lawyers.
He does.
But he's
You've
not a
called him
lawyer.
for advice.
He's
Yeah,
not a lawyer. We've asked him. I haven't called him for his legal advice.
I'm going to land this drone because I'm running out of battery and it's actually unsafe to leave it just there. while we're talking, yeah?
Yeah, can't get hold of John.
So before it goes back up, let's just bottom this out.
Sorry?
Before it goes back up,
Yeah.
and I continue my video, let's just bottom this out. What are your main concerns?
Our main concerns is, without the managing directors here, I don't know if there's anything past our walls that may be that they don't want someone like competitors seeing. That is my concern, but I can't get hold of the managing director at the moment, so I don't know that. So I don't know what else I can say at the moment. If they come back later and they say, well, we don't want our competitors seeing this, if this goes live on the internet, Facebook, wherever, they might say, well, we don't want the competitors seeing this, we don't want them seeing that. Well, you know, there's loads of reasons.
Even if they did want anything hiding, you know, I offered earlier to blur it,
Yeah.
But because you don't know that for sure,
Yeah.
I proceed with no blur, because I've got no information from you. If you don't know something,
Okay.
I don't know whether this, that and the
So
other. Hold on, I'm still talking, I'll let you finish. Because you don't know something, that doesn't affect my rights out here on the
Okay.
pavement. Just
Okay.
the fact that, oh, I don't know something, well, I'm just going to carry on. But if you want me to hide something for you,
Okay.
email me.
I understand that, so I haven't got your email. I suppose
I can give it to you
as well. So if I find out that this whole site, we don't want any of our competitors seeing the whole site, we'd like you to blur out the whole site.
If that's your request, that'll
Yeah.
be declined, because that's unreasonable. However, if you've got this state-of-art machinery that you've just built and it's on display, soon it will be covered over and Google Maps will not be able to see it. If you're saying something reasonable to me, you want to hide that technology,
Yeah.
I'll blur that. But to blur the whole site, it's not going to happen, because Google Maps would show it, wouldn't they? You saw how high I was. I weren't going in the doors or anything like that. I was above roof
I
height.
understand that, but then because I don't know anything legally like that, how do I know that Google Rights, they haven't given permission to Google Rights to show our site? I don't know that. That's
Well,
why we're trying
if
to
you
find
don't
this
know,
out.
don't go down that road of thinking that's the case, because you don't know
But by
it.
then it's too late,
Only tell me,
because you've already
only
done it.
try and tell a member of the public something that you're sure about, or you're going to look silly.
Yeah. Right, well, and because I don't know, because of all these facts, we don't know, do we?
Then why are we still here talking? You know it's an innocent video. He saw the videos himself online. The first thing you said was, are you one of these silly Facebook videos? What's your opinion on it?
If you look back on...
Okay, you might not have said silly.
Okay, so
what's your opinion on it?
My personal opinion is, if it's someone's private site, I don't believe they should be out doing it unless they give you permission. Like, so if we gave you permission, but at the moment, so you're saying certain things that I said silly. I did not say that.
I've took that back. I've took that back immediately.
A minute ago, and I was actually quite polite to you.
I've took that back immediately.
And I've been polite to you through this whole time.
Okay, my interpretation, because you says, are you one of these Facebook guys or something like that? And then you continued the conversation in a negative way to say, please don't do it, we don't want you to do it.
Yeah.
That gave me the impression that you weren't keen, you weren't a fan of what you saw.
Yeah.
So,
because we don't want you uploading something.
That's all. That's why I used the word
silly. We
silly.
don't want you uploading something for you to gain money from if it interferes with what we are doing.
Have I interfered?
With flying the drone up, yes, I would say you are.
We disagree.
Okay. Well, we've got to agree to disagree, haven't we? So.
I'm not interfering. I've not been obstructive. The only reason I went across the road there was to talk to the driver about whether he was empty, because I find it interesting that a big 40-foot shipping container is arriving empty. Of course you're going to fill it with stuff that you're going to sell to whoever pays the most. And if that's going to be abroad, it's abroad. It's interesting facts about what's happening here. I'd love to see the state-of-the-art solar-powered sorting facility that I've read about. Yeah, I saw in 2021 you had an electric truck. Yeah, didn't you? You put it all over your social media.
Yeah, of course, yeah. 'Cause
I was hoping to see it.
That's what we want people to know, and that's why we put it out on our social media.
But it's certain
that's
things.
that's our decision.
Well, do you think
what
I've said anything negative today?
What we're trying to get at is that
Do you want a keyring?
for our business,
I'll throw it, yeah? Catch it, catch it.
Cheers, buddy.
You're welcome, mate.
yeah, what we're trying to get at is, because it's a privately run family business, we don't know what the owners would want showing or would not want showing.
Do you know how you've got journalism?
Yeah.
So like if a certain report was made to the newspaper and it had proof behind it, the newspaper may do a story on your business. You may not like it, but it's free press, you know, it's like journalism, it's free speech, it's all these things that you
totally
can't control
understand
what
that,
we
then-
do out
but
here.
then it could just be an article and not an actual video.
Yeah, but it's
flying
up to
over a
them.
business.
It's up to them if they want to write something, if they want to put it on a video, whatever they want to do. It's like journalism nowadays. But it just turns out that I'm saying good things about it. The only negative thing here is you guys trying to stop it.
We're not trying to stop it. Brian's not trying to stop it. We're just saying.
I haven't tried to stop it. I've
we're
actually
just
said we
saying
want to find out
that
the permission first.
We don't know if our owners would give permission.
And that I get that. I get that you don't know something.
Negative.
But
We're not
that
trying
doesn't
to
affect me.
obstruct you or anything like that.
Are you saying you might get in trouble, right, for physically not stopping this? Because you can't physically stop it.
We won't get in trouble.
So
for
it's
not
going to go
physically
online.
Stopping you because
it's going to go online.
That could be a police matter.
I know, but what I'm
And
saying
we
is,
wouldn't do that.
what I'm saying, if you're so bothered about what your owners think and whether they want it or not, you know that it's going to happen anyway. So even if they didn't want it, why are you so bothered? Because you can't stop it, can you? Do you know what I mean?
No, we can't physically stop
So
it.
why are we still saying,
Well,
I don't know whether the owners will want it or not? Because it's irrelevant.
It's not irrelevant because it's their business, it's their site.
Yeah, but they've got no control over who films it and who does a story on it, you know?
They may have.
No, they haven't.
We don't know if there's any legality which they could stop it. I don't know.
Well, how would you stop it? Like I said, a newspaper doing an
Because
article.
You are on private property, and I know you're saying that gentleman said he can't stop you, but you are on private property and private
Could
land.
I just clarify, right? Do you know behind the fence, that's what you pay for, yeah? That's your private property,
Yeah.
If I was on there, when you say to me, hold on, when you say to me it's private property, please leave, I would leave, yeah? And I would come here, right? Then,
Yeah.
if you want me gone from here, you would pass it to him and say, please get him off the private estate, yeah?
Well,
Do we agree?
This is and I know what.
Do you
you're
agree with what I've
saying.
just said?
No, I don't agree.
Well, you think you've got some authority on this path?
We've got authority on this whole site.
No, you
because
ain't.
We have.
No, you ain't.
We have.
You've got authority behind that fence.
Because we don't just pay for that, we also pay for this.
You pay for the
It's a
maintenance of the
it's
grounds.
A private land.
You
yes.
don't pay to control who walks it or who walks their dog or
No,
anything like that.
No, but it is private land, and to be honest, the security should be controlling it.
There you go. So you agree with me. You pass it over to security, and hopefully for you, security asks me to leave, yeah?
I don't know that guy of the security. I've never seen him before.
But what I'm trying to
I don't
explain...
know what position he's at the security. Maybe he don't know the ins and outs of the industrial estate.
You're trying your very best to get me removed from this path, yeah? Agreed?
No.
Because ideally, he would know better, in your words. He would know better, and he would be able to move me on.
I think we've got our wires crossed here.
Do you want... Are you happy with me standing here?
It's got nothing to do with me.
Exactly. I agree.
But it has got to do with the estate, because the company, not myself, pay the estate because we are on the estate.
You pay to maintain the grounds, yeah? You pay into the pot.
I don't know exactly the ins and outs.
You don't pay.
What? But
You see that? Okay, you see that bus?
That is
you see that
private
bus
land,
there?
and we own that land.
You see that
and
bus?
This is private land.
Just get your eyes on it. Do you know that bus?
Yeah.
Can members of the public get off that bus?
Well, of course they can.
Can they walk up and down here freely without asking security or anything like that?
Well, to be honest, the only persons and vans and anything like that should be on this site are allowed on this site.
So when people get on that bus, does he say to them, I'm only going to take you onto that estate if you confirm that you work there? Does he say that?
Sorry? I won't listen.
Oh, you're too distracted by the police.
Yeah,
You're getting excited.
No, I'm not.
Who's called them?
No, I don't.
So Bywater are now wasting public resources on this matter. Have you called them? Has your company called them? Has your company called the police?
May have.
Okay, this is getting worse.
Why is that?
Because we pay for their services.
Yeah.
The taxpayers pay for their services.
Yeah.
We don't want it wasted on matters like this.
We're right, park up. Yeah, just that'd be fine. We're not just in that bit.
Not just in
Sorry,
that.
sorry, not just in that bit. If you reverse and park over there, yeah.
Just on the grass would be best. Just here. What are you hoping for? What are you hoping that happens?
I'm hoping that you don't put my face in that on Facebook because I've asked you not to. So
have I explained why it might go on? You understand?
Hello.
Oh yeah.
So basically someone called the police basically because we've asked this gentleman not to film our site over there. He's been using a drone, we've asked him not to, he says he's allowed to. This whole site's private. The security have come out and told him that he's allowed to walk on it, even though it's private. This gentleman will tell you. But we've just we don't want him flying and videoing everything. We've mentioned to him that we don't want him doing it. You know, we said we don't have we don't want our competitors seeing anything past our fences, and that's basically it really. But he's telling us he's allowed to. So what else can we do?
Okay. Are you registered with the Civil Aviation Authority?
Yes, thanks.
You got the thing. They should tell you you're not allowed to fly within 500 metres of an industrial estate.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How sure are you?
I'm pretty sure.
Do you want me to show you the weight?
Yeah, it doesn't matter about the weight. It's about.
Do you want to check?
I'm sure that is the weight.
I'm sure it's not.
250. What? It's not 250.
Oh, I'm showing you the weight.
No,
200, hold on, 249 grams. There is no minimum distance to people or buildings for that weight. So you're wrong.
What is the filming for?
Social media. I've explained that.
Why are you filming with social media?
To make some money.
In relation to like what does it go on to?
Do you know on social media when you watch an advert, that pays the person that's put the video online?
Yeah, but what where does it get posted? YouTube, TikTok,
Everywhere.
Where,
Everywhere. As many places as possible to earn the most revenue as possible from the time spent making the video.
And is it for you or for anybody else?
It's for me. It's for me. I decide which company I stop at, make the video of an interesting place, put it online, make some money. Simple as that. Remain off site, stay on the public highway. Have you checked?
Yeah.
Am I right?
Small drones you can fly.
Yeah, thank you very much. These guys are not bothered about the drone. Well, they are bothered about the drone, but they're not bothered about the law. They're bothered about me filming their site. So could you explain to them that I've got every right to do so? From a public place?
As I said, all we've asked him to do is not film stuff in case there's stuff on there that our competitors see. We don't want to. You know,
Have I
see it.
offered to blur out?
To blur it out, but I said without my directors here, I don't know what there is on site. So I've asked him to blur the whole site out. He said that's completely unreasonable, so he won't do it. There's not a lot else we can say or do. So
Exactly. So why call them? We've discussed this civilly, and we've come to an agreement. If you say to me, I've got a brand new machine there. Hold on, I'm talking. If I've got a brand new machine there that I don't want anyone to see, I'd blur out the machine. Yeah. You've said no to that. You said you want the whole site blurring. Yeah. And you've called the police because I said no.
I've to you beforehand, I'm not legally minded like that, so I don't know what you are legally allowed to do.
Well,
so
you've called these now.
Before you sent that up, I would have a right to have spoke to the police and found out more first.
I gave you 10 minutes on the phone.
But I can't tell them, make sure you get her in 9 minutes, can I? And
no, the call handler would tell you that a 249 gram drone...
It wasn't me that actually called them, so...
Okay. You've called the experts now. Shall we leave it to them?
So basically they're allowed to do it anyway, yeah?
Yeah, it's hard with the weight and rules and that around them. It's from a public place and he's allowed.
My friend, do you know if it was heavier, that still doesn't mean this is a problem?
It does.
No, do you know if I've got the qualification? No, if I fly a heavier drone this close, of course I'm going to have the qualification to do so, right? Yeah. And I could show you that. It still doesn't make this wrong. Filming a business to make some money, that's their problem. Could you explain to them that actually is lawful?
It's more of just like a moral thing that they would rather that you got
It's a family-run business.
So why don't you turn it into a positive and give me a tour and let me show people your state-of-the-art picking facility that's powered by solar panels?
That could probably happen. That could probably happen.
That's in your hands. That's in your hands.
But if we discuss this, in a better way in the beginning.
You steered it, mate. You steered it straight the way.
I steered it.
Yeah.
I wanted to, before you sent the drone up and we were taking more video footage, I wanted to make sure that everything was okay, and so we didn't know who you were, we didn't know what was going on, so we wanted to be amicable about it. That's why I come and spoke to you politely. I've spoken to you politely ever since we've been here, and that's all we wanted to actually do, was to find out. There's probably no reason why we probably couldn't give you a tour. We could probably even pay you to do certain bits, but because you're not giving us that opportunity. You told me a minute ago that I had 10 minutes. You said to me, when I said...
I gave you 10 minutes, I waited, I paused my activity for 10 minutes, and you said, I can't get through, I've been redirected to somebody else. You struggled to get hold of the person. That shouldn't affect my rights out here to carry on. I told you, I only want to spend 20 minutes on each site. I want to get as many done as possible. Here we are, an hour later.
Yeah, because we haven't been given the opportunity to actually work with you to see if we can actually work.
Can we conclude this? Can we wrap this up, please?
Well, we're not getting anywhere with it.
I think just obviously, bearing in mind that obviously you've done your research of what you can and can't do, but just out of common courtesy, just at least give the business a heads up that that's what you want to do. Just out of respect that if you had a business and someone was filming you constantly, doing whatever, like they said, they're worried about more competitors seeing what they're doing, copying their.
Well, I've mentioned what about if I'd done it over his garden, but he said as long as his wife ain't in the garden topless or whether the kids are in the pool, but I don't see what the difference is.
It's just
Film in a private residence, there's an expectation of privacy in a private residence because of reasons of voyeurism, yeah?
But
you
it's
could
a
be...
private residence.
Yeah, but what could I be doing that's illegal by filming here?
It's just
There isn't, but there is something you could...
Something illegal at your house though.
No, the only thing illegal that you could be doing is filming someone's house is voyeurism, right? But there isn't any legislation that would make it illegal here. So I hope I explained that to you earlier.
The other thing, so to keep in mind, obviously when you are filming businesses, there's certain people that probably work here that don't want to be captured in anything. I don't know if you blur faces
another
out,
thing.
I've
but
already
there
asked
could
that
be
as well.
people
I
that
don't want my
don't
face
want to be
to be
seen.
told,
They
yeah,
want people to know their workplace. And personally, obviously we get filmed all the time, but I know a lot of my friends and family wouldn't want somebody filming them coming in and out of their workplace. You don't know if they ended up, there could be somebody after them. There's various things that it's just be a bit more, you know, I don't know if you blur faces out, but just be a bit respectful about it. But obviously they probably don't want all of their staff on here with, you never know what their personal situations are.
I've offered to blur anything like that,
Yeah.
as long as it's not in the public interest. So if I've got somebody who's insisting on a lawful activity is stopped, that's in the public interest to publish that so he doesn't try it again. Drone flyers should not face this behaviour.
It's just more like we've said, it's more of a common courtesy that if you just at least gave them a heads up, like they said, if you actually told them and asked about a tour, then they'd probably arrange it. And if you explain to them first of all, this is what we're doing, if you want to come along, like I come inside and stuff like
Even
that.
inside the building as well with all the mirths and all, everything's going on. But I have actually asked, I would prefer my face to be blurred. I don't want to be seen on
Well,
social media.
Don't come out with ridiculous statements and
I'm not
ridiculous
coming out with
demands.
ridiculous
In my
statements. I
opinion,
don't know,
in
so
my
I'm
opinion,
asking you questions and I've been polite to you all the way through. I do, you know, I'm requesting it. I don't want my face being seen on
that's
social
declined.
media.
That will be declined at the editing stage because the public interest element will have been met. If we show people how you have been, I guarantee that will make a positive difference to drone flyers in the future. When you see a drone flyer in the future or somebody filming, you'll behave differently, and that's a positive outcome for the public.
But you could still blur my face. That doesn't mean you need to see my face.
The message, if we blur your face, your expressions, your behaviour wouldn't be fully portrayed. So I wouldn't achieve
But
the
you
message.
do have to respect people's wishes, sir. If they don't want to be, he might not have any social media at all and not want to be on anything on social media.
You don't have to
So
respect the wishes because...
but just
Yeah, let me
as
explain.
As a human being, it's just courteous to respect people's wishes, isn't it?
There's legislation in place.
When we get filmed, even though we film, we ask people, please don't film us. We're trying to do our job.
What, you say that?
Yeah.
Why?
We're trying to do our job.
So if
and
we're
you're
trying to do
deal
first
with
aid on
somebody.
someone-
Oh, of course, yeah. If there's a casualty, I agree,
But that's
yeah.
what happens, unfortunately. And again, he, like he's explained to you, obviously we weren't here earlier, but he doesn't know, understand the laws. Even us, we check before we come because we don't know. It's not something that's regularly being done.
They're all
We're
fairly,
going back in anyway because there's not
Yeah.
much.
Thank you.
they're all brand new laws as well,
So
relatively
it's
speaking.
a very new thing that everyone's still getting their heads around, and to them, they've just obviously panicked, thinking there's someone filming us while we're being filmed. We've not.
I
given them
don't understand.
permission.
If you could get them on side and they'll take you in and give you a tour.
It's not guaranteed though, is it?
No, but it's
Many-
a much
many-
better way to go
Neither's-
about
neither's-
things.
neither's
Can I address
issue.
your point? Many times I've gone in at first, asked reception, I said, would you like any involvement in this video I'm doing? And most of the time it's no. Most of the time they actually say, are you, because they see this, they say, can you turn that off please? And then I refuse to turn it off because I want evidence. So I leave site, we have so many confrontations about me actually walking on their site into their reception. So I've removed it. I've removed it from the video. I'm just staying out the way. I stay out here. I don't obstruct. I don't talk to them. If they want to come out and talk to me, hopefully we can be professional about it. And if not, the viewers will see the natural progression of the conversation. I've compared it to the Google streetcar. When the Google streetcar's here, I'm seeing exactly the same. When the Google plane went over, or some people think it's a satellite, I'm seeing exactly the same. I'm staying above roof height. I'm not going in the shutters. I don't see it being a problem.
It's just as long as, like we said, just be respectful, blur people's faces coming in and out as much as you can.
It's just
because you don't have,
it's
you
just
know,
common
like
courtesy
if
more
you
than
go
anything.
to, I don't know, for example, you go to an event and they say, "Are you happy to be on camera?" To most people that are turning up the event before they put it on social media, advertising and stuff like that. You don't see random people in adverts and stuff.
Yeah, because they want.
Because
they don't
but
want their
what I'm trying
video.
to get at is that you consent to that, don't you? Like if you're walking down the street and they're filming an advert, usually
Yeah.
there's barriers up so people aren't all in
Because
the background.
if they published someone's face, they could get a privacy complaint, which means that video could get taken down.
I
And that's what.
understand that,
Do you
but
know?
that's what I'm
If
saying
they
in
put in on my video, I'll blur it at that stage. But
Yeah.
right now, did you see that gentleman who came and said hello, and I gave him a keyring? Did you not see him? Anyway, we've got people that love the videos and they don't mind being in it.
Yeah.
And accidental inclusion isn't a problem. But if they want to be blurred, they can request that after they've seen the video. There's a procedure for everything.
As well, just that if, like for me, for example, I'd probably never see these videos and wouldn't even know that I was on there in this place. So it's just a case of just, like I said, we can offer you advice, and that's my advice, is just to be a bit mindful. Some people don't want to be recorded. They didn't want their business recorded. Like you said, you've looked it up, you know what you can and can't do, and we're not going to stand here and argue with you, but all we can do is advise you to just keep in mind that some people have certain wishes, and that's...
If you don't want to be on camera, just don't come out and get involved. If you do come out, be professional. Be a positive.
I'm not talking about them, I'm talking about these people that are just driving in and out, for example, and the people that are just working. Obviously, they can't...
They're going to be unrecognisable.
But that's what I'm trying to say, is that they can't avoid coming out, can they? Because they'll probably get in trouble for not doing their
They're in a
job.
vehicle. You can't see who it is.
Well, that's what I'm saying, I don't know, because I can't see the
You're only going to
video.
see. You're only going to see who it is if they come sort of as close as that
Yeah,
bike.
But that's what I'm saying, I don't know.
On that
because I
subject,
haven't
you know that
seen
bike? Did you know that they cannot be docked on private property? It won't allow you. Do you believe that? Do you know them bikes there?
I don't know anything about them, I don't use
They
them.
can only be docked in a public place.
Right.
Because they started going down the road of, this is all private property, you can't be here, and all this lot. That's what the site started saying.
Yeah.
But I've got so many things around, and even when security eventually arrived, he confirmed that members of the public are welcome here.
Yeah.
You know, it's a public place. In fact, it's a public highway. And I was hoping that I could bring that bike into the discussion, because it's a great example. The app will not let you dock on private property. So I'm allowed to be here. There's no law against filming.
Yeah.
The drone's within the correct weight. There's no minimum distances. Will you not make that mistake again?
What?
About the drone, about the weight?
Oh, I thought the weight.
You said it don't matter about the weight. So this is also public interest. But you're going to be published because you said something that was
I
wrong.
understand why we've been called.
No, not really.
As someone could consider you as being a nuisance.
The only reason you've been called is to prevent breach of the peace and
Yeah.
harm, and because the drone may not have been you may not have been registered. You know that number at the top.
Yeah.
It has to be registered with the CAA operator ID. If it hasn't got one of them,
Yeah, I know that.
and the weight, you was wrong on the weight, but now you know. Public interest. Everyone's happy.
Okay. Alright, well just be mindful, so obviously in these situations, try your best to...
Where'd you put your video? YouTube?
Everywhere, yeah. All the platforms, because they all pay. I'm not here. Do you know if I was here to cause trouble, I would have gone on right in front of the security with a phone like this. I'm staying out of the way.
We're not saying you're here to cause trouble.
I'm hopefully portraying that message,
It's just
but I have to stick up for the rights that we have, you know, else we lose them.
Yeah, it's just a bit confusing. It's, it's not what generally happens. It's not a regular occurrence, is it?
Have you seen anyone put a video on where they fly a drone?
When people are flying a drone?
And
I've
if
seen
you-
personal videos like that. I'm not seeing anything like this happen.
Have you ever seen a video where someone's flying a drone and somebody comes out to say you're not allowed to do that?
I haven't.
Okay. They're getting more popular now. You might see one in the future now you've been in one. But we're flying our drone and we're doing public photography. And anybody that comes and speaks to us steers how the video goes. Sometimes we get tours, sometimes we get heated confrontations, but it always ends with education. And the viewers may find themselves in that situation because they also fly this weight of drone, and they can see what may happen and what I'm doing, the way I'm dealing with it. You got a job?
Yeah.
Don't waste your time here, lad. Don't waste your time here.
All right, sir. Well, enjoy the rest of your day.
Control,
Just be
show forward
mindful,
Yeah,
all right?
yeah.
Okay.
Good luck on the next one.
Thanks.
So, are we going to see Blues and Twos as they go to their next job? They've got another job on, so they're about to go. Are they the closest unit to this next job? Let's see. Seatbelts are going on. Yeah, off they go, look. Suspect package. I'm not sure of the location. I don't know whether we heard the location or not. But off they go to do some proper policing. That leaves us just to get the drone up one last time here at Bywaters. Barriers are both up now. You know, I don't know why they keep going up and down at certain times. So let's stick a new battery in, get our 360-degree photo for Google Maps and move on. So that does conclude the video from Bywaters Recycling. The location of the djaudits keyring on this video is hanging just there, look. I've tried to be as discreet as possible, but of course this thing is watching, and we heard earlier security guard talking to his control saying, have you got him on camera? So I do hope that it's still there. We had unwanted advice from the police. Just check with them first and blur everybody out and all this lot. But that's too much work, and we know we don't have to do that. If somebody really wants to request a blur, they can contact me, can't they? The email is djaudits@gmail.com, and that will be considered. That will always be considered. But the gentleman who tried to obstruct the lawful activity will definitely not be getting blurred. That is certainly in the public interest to make sure that doesn't happen again. So as these guys who have no problem at all with the camera look, it's just the bosses. Just as he just bumped into that car because security they've installed this new barrier, look, and it's not going very well.
Screwfix is behind you, please turn around immediately. Drive off the black car, Screwfix is behind you, turn around immediately.
With it being a private estate, they are controlling access of vehicles. It looks like there's a fault, or they do not want a vehicle on. It's very dangerous. See? Barrier's still not working, look. They're telling black cars to move out the way. But that didn't help the in lane, did it? And look at that, barrier closing on a vehicle, causing somebody alarm that it was just about to damage their vehicle. Crazy, isn't it? Overweight van there, look. That's cool. I mean, why would you close the barrier on people leaving? It don't make sense. How small them wheels are. It don't make sense for the barriers to close on the exit. What's up? What's it got to do with you? Just carry on, mate.
No, I'm just asking you a question.
Yeah. I don't feel like telling a stranger.
Okay.
Where do you work? Yeah. Yeah, wait there. Wait there. Wait there. Where do you work?
Huh?
Where do you work?
None of your business.
Why not?
None of your business.
Why are you shouting? What are you filming for?
I'm just asking you, why are you filming all of us going past? I'm not shouting at you.
I was pointing my camera this way. You're over there.
I know, but I'm just
about 20 meters away.
Why are you filming? I'm just wondering.
Yeah, where are you from? If you tell me where you're from, I might think that you're entitled to know.
Okay. Oh,
but,
no worries.
All right, that's it.
Fair play.
All right, mate.
All right. What to do with the gates, yeah?
What it is, this is freshly installed.
Oh, yeah.
And in my opinion, it's not working. That's it.
Okay.
All right.
Fair play. All right, have a nice day.
All right, mate. Shouting over there. What you filming? What you filming? What's that all about? Security are asking me to get off the grass.
Yes, the green thing's on the grass.
What the hell? I think that's a little bit over the top. So yeah, I'll end that video just there. We do hear more from security as the day goes on, but that'll be for a separate video. But as this happened immediately after the Bywater video, I thought I'd leave this little clip in of this barrier. But it gets a lot worse. So, the video is now 1 hour and 1 minute long, so we'll leave it there. If you have enjoyed that video, do give it a thumbs up for me, and I'll see you on the next one, guys. Bye bye for now.